It is Armed Forces Week, and so today we are bringing you the story of one Iraq veteran turned tech startup entrepreneur and the mobile app Sandboxx that is helping friends and family members of soldiers stay in touch with their loved ones while they are off the grid in boot camp or deployed. And joining us now is Marine Corps veteran Sergeant Sam Meek, the man behind this new app. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
First things first, just tell me a little bit about how this app works. We were trying to understand it yesterday.
Sure, absolutely. So when we looked holistically at the military community, we wanted to enable them to connect around their social culture. And those are the platoons, the detachments, the battalions. But also when you're off the grid and deployed, the only way to stay in touch with you is through handwritten mail. And so through the app, you can send a physical piece of mail.
Okay, but, sending snail mail is one, it takes it a long time to get there.
Right.
And two, a lot of people these days don't think to do it.
Correct.
People aren't writing letters anymore.
Correct, yeah. Today's mobile communicator is predominantly, that's what they are. And
Right.
for them to handwrite a piece of mail, it's unfortunately a thing of the past. So when you're in the grocery line and mom wants to snap a photo of something and send some love, she can do that very easily while you're off the grid.
And we're showing a little bit of video here of exactly how this works. So you're able to use the app to send a letter.
Correct.
So we've got one of these here. Mike, I just wanted to show you this is exactly what it is. And it's a combination of both the app Sandboxx and Mailbox.
Mailbox.
Which you're behind both of these.
Correct, and it's all encompassed in one app.
Okay, and so this is an example of what would come in the mail for one of our soldiers.
Right, and you have the photo and the text on the front, and we include with it on the other side a stamped and addressed envelope to go right back to mom.
Okay, and just tell me a little bit. I mean, I know that being deployed. I don't know personally, obviously, but being deployed, it's tough. And these guys, they want to be able to stay in touch. Our men and women want to be able to stay in touch with their families back home. And mail call, I'm sure, is a very important time.
Mail call is still the most important morale booster for our troops, and this is why we created this piece of technology for our troops.
What has the feedback been so far?
The feedback's been phenomenal, especially for those that are in boot camp or in basic training. The ability, these guys go off the grid for the first time in their lives, and it's really hard. Mm-hmm. So for them to be able to stay in touch with their entire social community back home through content delivered directly from the mobile, it becomes a real morale booster.
And speaking from experience, and
yes.
So how has the feedback been from the folks who you were able to serve with? And I mean, I'm sure that they were saying, gosh, this was a long time coming.
Absolutely. A lot of my friends remember the "I'm sorry, I meant to write" clause when we got back from boot camp or when we got back from being deployed. And now there's no more excuses.
That's great. So the app, Mailbox, and Sandboxx, they work in tandem.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Mailbox is inside the app, so inside Sandboxx.
And is this free app to download? What do folks need to know if they want to get this?
Yeah, so you can download the Sandboxx from the App Store. It's Sandboxx with 2 X's.
That's right. Yes, and Mailbox with 2 X's.
And Mailbox is within Sandboxx.
Okay.
And if you can find all the units you've ever served with directly in the app. And we give everybody their first mailbox for free, and in a short time, we're hopefully going to be able to give Mailboxx away for free to everybody as well.
Awesome. Such a great thing that you were doing for our men and women, and thank you so much for your service.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it, and best of luck with this app. Sandboxx is what it's called, and it's with 2 X's.
2 X's, yep, and we're still fundraising, so.
Okay, great. Sergeant, thank you very much for coming in and talking with us today. All right, 8:20 is your time now, and we want to get another